Yeah, it's 0 to 3. So they could start with no random items.
And they are also skipping Impact Crater, which means that in theory, none of the beams can be required.
And phase zones will also not be required.
That is also true. So they'll be able to avoid what happened with my race yesterday, where an hour and a half was spent finding phase zone.
Those are always a fun seed.
Okay, seems that they have gotten a vanilla start.
That's too bad. It looks like they have missiles already. Some kind of suit.
Frostbite having a little trouble with space jump first.
Oh, Morphin power bombs as well.
Well, that's a nice set of starting items.
Yeah. Pyro could have picked up that suit while he was over there.
Yeah, I guess he just didn't realize he had Morph Ball. Which won't be an issue when we have the next version come out sometime later today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I guess it's technically out, but only for Windows currently.
Yeah.
And we won't be using it until next round at the earliest.
Oh, I think that's in-game time on Pyro's side. So their timers aren't going to match up, so don't worry about doing that.
Pyro, why?
Lava Lake. I didn't see anything too bad in there.
Seem to be getting a fair... Actually, that might just be on the commentary stream side for me, where I'm seeing a lot of frame dropping.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Now, if it weren't for the frame dropping, I would have seen what the artifacts were, because I believe Pyro actually read them.
I saw Main Plaza, Research Lab Aether, Ice Ruins East.
Okay, then at the very least, Wave Beam is required to get that Research Lab Aether.
Mm-hmm.
And Ice Ruins East, I believe, means that Plasma is going to be required.
Or Spider.
Isn't that West?
No, West is the upper one that goes to Boost Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Phazon behind the ship, which they don't really need. And isn't going to do a whole lot for them besides the damage reduction.
Yeah, but as we have progressive damage reduction, it won't be as much as it might normally be.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely won't be, because in the vanilla game, the Phazon reduces the damage you take by a flat 50%.
I saw Chapley Elders in there too. And Lava Lake, okay. I think there's one more I didn't see.
So there's a good chance that they're going to want to also be getting Varia at some point.
Yeah.
If not just for the damage reduction. Because a VMR to Lava Lake isn't too bad at all, as long as you are able to get to that elevator. Actually, are they even using random elevators?
They are not, just random start.
Okay.
Which wasn't very random.
the
Oh,
least random start, Spider Ball.
and I think Pyro doesn't know he's done random elevators.
Might have forgotten, or they might have thought about random elevators and then swapped to non.
Yeah.
Easy things to mix up. Yeah, I'll need this easily has the potential to be a like sub-hour seed. But of course there is that chance that we'll have some long search for wave beam or something.
Yeah.
A lot
Maybe-
smaller chance without randomized elevators because just so many things are locked behind wave beam.
Yeah. Wave doesn't have that many places it can hide.
And the actual speed gaming stream is almost ahead of the comment. Is almost at the same pace as the commentary stream currently. Like
Maybe you should
2
refresh.
seconds delay.
Yeah.
I've been refreshing like every couple of minutes to see if it'll fix itself.
It's like 10 seconds ahead for me.
Guess it just doesn't like me right now. Just a sec, someone's knocking.
This is a 6 artifact seed. Looks like a power bomb expansion ruin nursery. And there's Varia. That's handy. And a simultaneous flamethrower pickup. Very nice. And there's our first artifact. Luckily it wasn't in the tree, or they'd need supers.
Alright, sorry about that. I am back.
No problem.
Looks like I missed Flamethrower and the X-ray visor, as well
Yep.
as one of our artifacts.
Flamethrower and X-ray were Hive Mecha, and the artifact was the main plaza vault ledge.
Pyro's definitely the lead right now. Swap out the audio. Another, yeah, with this item set, good chance of not being needed item.
Yeah.
But no matter what, Ice Ruins East is going to be able to be picked up easily now. Okay, cool. The commentary stream seems like it's working a little better for me now.
Good. Just as Pyro's picking up his bombs. It's just a hunt for space jump now. Oh, there's Dynamo. Okay. So they have...
Well, space jump is very much not required.
I guess not, yeah.
Though, I guess that depends more on what our runners know how to do than anything else.
Yeah. Getting to labs without space jump is probably not in logic and probably won't be done.
Well, no, it's definitely not in logic, but... Actually, no, getting to it backwards could be in logic. Getting to it from the front side is not in logic, I don't believe. Completely possible, but not logic. Oh yeah, because Gollop is right. With this logic, because we don't have climbing the room at the backside without space, or no, that's without bombs.
I think there's a space jump requirement in there somewhere. This randomizer doesn't have a lot of no space jump stuff in it.
At least not with this preset.
Yeah.
One of the problems with knowing a fair number of tricks is sometimes you'll get stuff mixed up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Give me just a second to... Pyro does have a RTA timer set up, it's just not been cropped in. So let me fix that real quick.
Nothing on Zoid, unfortunately. If Wave is an Elder Chamber, then Pyro won't be able to get it because they still don't have Ice Beam yet.
Alright, got the right timer on. Now to adjust the sync. I think that's close enough.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Yeah. For some reason, Frost had a 20-second delay. So, probably because we synced to the in-game timer at the beginning.
Yeah, I think so.
Luckily, that's an easy fix.
I couldn't see what was in Upper Furnace.
Neither could I, unfortunately. Pyro making use of his knowledge that in this version of the randomizer, the only way that going past furnaces and logic is if you have Ice Beam.
Oh, that's Energy Core. Not Furnace.
Oh,
So
yeah,
actually
it's
Zoid
Energy
wasn't
Core.
in. I think he couldn't go any farther anyways because he didn't have Wave or Ice.
No, I'm pretty sure it's going out of.
No,
The-
it's going. There's no exit from Energy Core to Gathering Hall. That's the logic bug in 2.4
Okay.
and previous 2.0 versions.
Being fixed in the 2.5 version coming out today,
Yep.
which should hopefully make less seeds so early game stacked with like 1 or 2 items missing. It also fixes another couple logic bugs that were found thanks to a few members of the community looking through the logic and reporting them to our devs.
And some patcher bugs too. And
Yep.
new tricks were added. So it's a big
Yes, that's very important. Gotta have those new tricks.
Uh-huh.
Because there are a lot of tricks which, well, maybe not a lot, but there are a fair number of tricks that aren't accounted for in logic despite being decently normal things.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of dashes to get to items that just aren't in logic at all, despite being pretty easy to figure out once you're used to how the movement works.
I was just cleaning up shows here before he goes into Magmore. I find in these seeds where you don't get space jump right away, it's usually in Transport Tunnel A. That's its most common spot to be in.
And it should also be possible to go to exit or sorry, to get into main quarry and mines from behind the force field, which previously wasn't possible at all. Then it was possible to scan the nearest point, but the other one was too far away, and I think that was also fixed.
Yeah.
Well, not fixed, but added in. Because it's definitely outside of the normal scan range by a significant margin.
Here's artifact number 3.
Clearly they're behind pace. They should have all their artifacts by 20 minutes in.
So at this point, the only thing they really need is space jump and wave beam. And is that wave beam there? No, that's space jump. Never mind.
Well, that's half of the items.
Yeah. And wave beam's only got a couple hiding spots left, so we're gonna find that soon.
Yeah. Like, I would not be surprised if it's in Warrior's Shrine or Tunnel.
Yeah. The worst spot it could be is like Flagra, or maybe Elder Chamber or something like that. All the others.
Yeah, this seed needs to find some way to be a Diggle seed. Because so far it hasn't really been.
Nope.
I guess it's a lot harder for a seed to be a Diggle seed with Impact Crater being skipped, as only 6 items are ever going to be hard required instead of 10.
Yeah.
Actually, no. 11. Because space jump is required, I believe, by logic. Actually, no, it's not accounted for.
Oh, there's
Currently.
supers. Probably not going to need those at all, but still nice to have.
Yeah.
Although they do have spider and supers, that could be leading to a ghost wave beam. Is that
Definitely
it?
possible.
Thought I saw it in the short tunnel.
Pyro's not sure what he saw. That's a missile.
Yeah, it is.
Darn commentary stream resolution.
Yeah, for my race on Sunday, the commentators were convinced they saw Ice Beam, but it was actually Ice Spreader. Very confused when I walked past it. guessing Pyro's gonna check Root Cave right now, which isn't really in logic since he doesn't have grapple, but there's 2 items he can get here pretty easily.
Yeah, and there are a handful of ways to be able to climb the room.
The dash there is the most common method.
Yeah. One fun thing is if you enter the room and just immediately turn to the left and lock on the near. Oh dang it! The names. I believe it's a zoomer that's nearest by, and the gamers are the red ones.
Yeah.
Will be in a pretty ideal spot to be able to dash directly off of that, so you don't have to kill anything. However, if you go from the bottom, there is no real convenient timing. You just need to know what to look for what you're comfortable dashing off of. Despite the fact there are no actually impossible places to get a dash off of with the locations of the zoomers, it just can be a lot harder if they are in the wrong spots.
Pyro making a pretty bold move going back to early Chozo here. Now that he has space jump and boost, there's like 1 or 2 more items that are in logic here.
Also supers, so the tree's in logic.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He doesn't seem to be thinking about the tree, though. Why is he going this way?
Getting the upper ruin shrine. He didn't have space jump when he came here before.
Oh, okay.
Looks like just a missile in there.
Yep, just wave beam, pretty much.
Looks like just missiles for Pyro here.
I think he might be going for the flogger play.
It's pretty risky, though it could pay off.
Well, if it does pay off, it gives him pretty easy routing to get to Phendrana to pick up his artifact there.
Yeah. Surprised he didn't do it backwards. He does have supers and X-ray, so a ghost should be pretty fast.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not any faster backwards, just easier.
Yeah, I just feel like it's faster than climbing up Arboretum.
I'm pretty sure it's more rooms to go the other way.
Yeah, it might be.
And if you have boost like Pyro does, this way is definitely faster because you're able to boost through more rooms.
Oh no, there's wave beam.
So yeah, this race definitely leaning in Frost's favor right now.
Yeah. Because he just has to pick up his artifacts right now. The Research Lab 8th one being the most out of the way one. I think Frost is going back for his Chaff the Alders artifact.
Honestly, not sure. I mean, unless Ice Beam is in labs, he's gonna have to come back this way anyway. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And just a missile for Pyro.
yeah. If it was in Research Lab Hydra, then this would be a bit more even. As, at least according to the tracker, Frostbite doesn't have the super missile.
Yeah, that's right. And more missiles for Pyro. That's never a good feeling. Can you boost through this wall?
I think so, but
Yeah,
not
there we
where
go.
he's doing it. There, if you move, yeah, that will let him do it. But you can't do it on the right side, at least not the angle he was doing it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can't say that I agree with this routing decision. If he was going to do Flagra, then he really should have gone straight to Fendron afterwards. He's also turning way too much during this dash, and it's making it so that he's losing a lot of speed to the speed cap because he's just going backwards at the end of it. Or he's going significantly backwards, so he is losing speed instead of maintaining the speed.
Is he gonna go for it again? I think so.
Please, Pyro, no.
Yeah, this check isn't
With
logic.
this setup, it's very out of logic.
Yeah.
Once again, he's turning like at a 45-degree angle, so he's never gonna make it as long as he's dashing like that.
There we go.
And that time he just turned like 30 degrees, which is still a lot more than he should be, but at least it's better than before.
All that for ice spreader. And he doesn't even have ice beam.
He just opts to boost through the lava.
Yeah, Gallup brings up a good point. If Frost isn't going to be doing Observatory without Boost Ball, that could give Pyro quite the edge here.
Yeah, I had noticed that Frost seemed to have a little bit of hesitance with some of the movement.
Yeah.
Just seeing him get around. But yeah, not being comfortable with Observatory Dash is gonna cost him a good bit if he doesn't. If he's not comfortable with Observatory Dash, there's a fair chance he's not comfortable climbing Root Cave. Though he does have, actually no, he has Grapple, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, I completely missed where Grapple was. Did you see?
I did not. I just noticed it because I glanced at the tracker. And, well, no, I didn't even notice it from the tracker. I noticed it because the markers were lit up when he was passing through shores.
Well, in that case, he's going to find his Boost Ball in a few minutes here. Hopefully.
Yeah. But it still might have been enough time to give Pyro a chance.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be high-fiving here, and it's the furthest away artifact that's left for Frostbite.
Yeah, everything else is on the way pretty much.
And as Pyro is definitely a bit more comfortable with movement.
And he has Boost Ball already.
And has Boost Ball already. It could... Yeah, this is actually going to be very close. Provided that Frost actually, you know,
finds it.
Checks the item. Okay, yeah, he's checking it. And I guess it's not particularly surprising that he wouldn't be comfortable with Observatory Dash with how much trouble Space Jump First seems to be giving him.
Yeah, Observatory is a pretty tricky dash if you've never done it before.
Or you're just not comfortable with dashes in general.
Yeah, you need a pretty good dash to get up there. A lot of height.
Yeah, not necessarily a great dash, but it's just a slightly better dash than Space Jump First, I'd say. Though, I might be biased with the amount of practice I've had at dashing in general. He also might not be comfortable with the standable terrain exploits to get to the item without boost ball, even if you do the dashes.
There's no standable terrain for just the dash, is there?
Well, to get the item at the top.
Well, he doesn't need the item. He's going for Research Lab Aether.
Oh, it's Research Lab Aether, yeah. Brain. Though most of the dashes can be avoided with some other jumps that are just slower. I think one dash might be required. I know at least some of the observatory climb can be done with R jumps instead. And maybe even with a really good L jump. I'd have to go and experiment with that a bit.
Here's artifact number 4 for Pyro. Looks like Frost is catching up here. Pyro making this check before finding Wave Beam is a little unfortunate since he's gonna have to double dip this now once he gets Wave Beam.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Grapple, okay.
He might, but in casual races that I've done with Pyro before, he's not comfortable with any of the doors that you can do the power bomb thing with.
It's pretty risky if you don't save too.
Well, it's 100% consistent. You just need to know how to do it right.
Yeah, and if you time it wrong, you're soft lock and you're done.
Well, it's not even a timing thing. It's a not getting too close to the door at the wrong time thing. Okay, well, it does appear that Pyro is making the right routing decision here in going to Aether first.
Yeah.
And climbing Observatory using Boost Ball takes a good bit of time because there are several cutscenes.
Yeah. Although, if Ice Beam is here in Labs, that could give Frost an advantage. Oh, there's Thermal. Frost is not picking it up, huh? Oh, he doesn't
need it.
There's no final bosses, forgot.
Yeah. It's pretty much useless in this very specific case.
Yeah.
Still possible to get a sub-hour seed here, but it'll be close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can confirm that it is possible to completely climb Observatory without dashing. but you need to know. But as far as I can tell, you need to know how to R jump and potentially even bunny hop.
Pyro getting the observatory dash. Nicely done.
Yep.
It's gonna let him
Good
pull
job,
ahead here a
Pyro.
little bit.
And if either runner fails to skip the fight, that could actually decide it.
Yeah.
Or they get tripped up by the fact that the Metroid doesn't set off a cutscene in Research Lab Aether.
I think they both should have done a race in 2.4 by now. They should know.
Yeah, but I don't know if they've been through this area.
Maybe not, yeah. Pyro, I
Okay,
guess,
yeah.
forgot where his last one was.
You need to
Or
know
he's
how to
just
do a
checking it
good
out.
R jump or do a bunny hop into a mediocre R jump if you want to climb Observatory without dashing. Or having Boost Ball. Alright. Now they have to make the return trip. Yep. Across or past the fight trigger, which is harder, at least in my opinion,
Yeah.
because the cutscene trigger for it is in a really odd location, or it's a really odd shape, rather. Like it extends around the door to an extent that you might not expect. But Pyro's going about it the right way, so as long as he doesn't go too far to the right here, he should be fine.
Yeah.
Pyro's last artifact is in the Ice Chapel.
Yeah. Which is actually a fairly lengthy item to pick up.
It can be like a 30-second item if you do it right. Well, okay, the room itself can be like 30 seconds, but getting to it's going to take a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the map is where they haven't checked for Ice Beam. Farchozo, most of, like a fair bit of Magmore,
I don't think either of them checked
anywhere
research
past
core.
labs.
No research core or control tower.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't actually need ice beams, so they're not going to be looking for it.
Well, they have no impact crater at all, so... Oh, yeah. I don't remember if that means... Or, I haven't done a seed with no impact crater, just because it's not really the sort of thing I'm that interested in. But because of that, I don't know if they have to fight Ridley or not.
They do.
They do?
It's once
Okay.
they step in the blue warp after Ridley, then it goes right to credits.
And with the number of energy tanks that they have, like, dying to Ridley shouldn't be an issue.
No.
at all. Yeah, this looks like, despite the bit of slowdown from not being comfortable with observatory dashes from Frost, it looks like it's still going to be his race.
Yeah. Although it is
Yeah, it's a
still pretty
gentleman's
close.
agreement, DMATs. Yeah, it's pretty close, but it's still going to be like probably a solid minute difference at least.
Yeah.
Maybe more or less depending on how the Ridley fight goes. Or if Frostbite forgets that they skipped Impact Craters and tries to find Ice Beam. But I don't think he's doing that.
Yeah, that flagger play by Pyro was pretty risky, and unfortunately did not pay off for him this time. And there's Pyro's last artifact.
One little fun fact is that the trigger for the control tower fight isn't actually just one trigger, it's 3. And one at the very front of the door, one to the left, and one to the right. Which is what gives it its odd shape.
Yeah, it's like a tube kind of that sort of encompasses...
It's a rectangle.
Well, yeah, it's 3 rectangles put together to make a tube kind of thing.
And it just so happens that they didn't add a 4th one behind, or like on top of the thing, towards the back. And that's why we're able to avoid it. Pyro's health not looking too hot, so he's definitely gonna have to take a save before Ridley.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like we're gonna have sub-hour.
Probably from both our runners, actually.
Probably. Frostbite almost missing the boost. couple frames later, and he would have had the invincible Ridley, even though you hit him in his stun spot. Yes, it doesn't need Ice Beam for the player to complete it because the impact crater is skipped, therefore skipping Exo, which is the portion that it would normally be needed for.
Oh, we got the invulnerability glitch there.
Yeah, and that's a bug that happens when you hit Ridley and, like, I think it's like the last 5 frames or something like that, that he can still be hidden. Like, it's a pretty small amount of time. There's Ridley going down on Frostbite's side.
Frost is finished with an official race time of 57:03.
Frostbite commenting, I really gotta learn Observatory Dash. And he's not wrong, it would have made this a much less close race.
Yes, but he would have had to do Ridley without boosting, which would have slowed him down.
Not necessarily, he probably would have checked at the top there anyway, it would have been natural. And welcome to the commentary room, Frost.
Thank you.
GG, man.
Yeah, GG. Yeah, that was interesting, but short.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pyro's just finishing up as well, I see.
Yeah, it was a very
Pyro
close race.
finished with a 58:49.1. He says that he forgot that they had skip impact on. Unfortunate. He should hopefully be able to get into the room in just a minute. And welcome to the commentary room, Pyro. Close race.
Pyro?
We're not getting any audio from you, Pyro.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm not
heard something. Okay.
I heard him for a second there.
Yeah.
Not hearing you, sorry.
There we go.
We keep hearing. Oh,
Oh.
wait. I think we already knew there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great.
Woo!
Oh,
Yeah.
what a frustrating run. I can't believe it at Flarga. I forgot we had to skip Impact Crater on until I did it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn.
I was wondering where you were going there instead of going on different
I
runs.
know, and of course the first thing I find right before the wave beam door's the wave beam. Like, oh man.
And also the time you spent trying to get across Magma Pool, that didn't help you either.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? If I was like, screw it, why not? And you know what? That would have... Damn. Oh, I'm actually really salty after that one, sorry.
Yeah, the race probably would have been done almost 10 minutes earlier than it was, except that Frostbite wasn't comfortable doing the observatory dashes and
Right.
went to find Boost Ball, which he found pretty quickly thanks to it being in a convenient location, but
Yeah.
that made it a lot closer.
Did you ever find Ice Beam?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
But, I can tell you where it was. I didn't close the stream. One moment, please.
My bet's on research core.
Quarantine monitor.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So yeah, we wouldn't have found that.
That is not a convenient location by any stretch of the imagination.
No. Oh man, good race, but I hope I still get a chance to participate in future races. I know there's still the 5 Swiss round, so
Yeah, I think we have
Yeah.
2 matches more, right?
2 more
Correct.
runs in the Swiss, yeah.
yeah. But
And then we get bracket.
Are we playing on 2.5 for the remaining matches?
There's a good chance of it, but we haven't
to be
had
determined.
a chance to do much testing with it, seeing as it's not even out on all operating system platforms yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I'm pro. Sorry, I'm just kind of bummed out after that one. What an interesting setting, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's too bad that randomized starting location doesn't really like work that well. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can only get like the first was it like 5 rooms if you don't have any starting items.
Mhm.
Not only that.
It's less that it doesn't work well, and more that it's just there aren't that many possibilities, at least without any starting items. Because
No, we had free starting items, though.
yeah, but if you don't have any starting items, then
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think it like accounts for the randomized items.
I think it does.
it
Oh,
does.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind me then.
If you don't mind, I'm probably gonna head off. I'm gonna think about how I performed. Be bitter, sully. No seriousness. That was a fun time, and I'm looking forward to future races and yeah, I hope it was entertaining to watch.
It was a pretty close race, all things considered.
Yeah.
You guys both played well.
Definitely.
Alrighty.
Anything else you guys want to add before we wrap things up?
Nah.
I think we'll leave it at that.
All right. Let me see if we have any more matches today. I think we do. We have Off versus. Sorry, just one moment here. Sorry, we have Vipron versus CZeek at 5 p.m. on SpeedGaming 2, and then we have Caliper versus Tokappa at 9 p.m. on the main
Both
SpeedGaming
of
channel.
those, and both of those are Eastern time.
Yes. So I guess we'll see you then.
See ya.
Yeah, see ya.
Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure to follow both of our runners as well as our tracker Gollop and my co-commentator Interslice. And we will see you guys next mission.